Hi, my name is Emily, and I'm a faithful follower of Christ. And my final tally reward goes to, drum roll, Clyde. Clyde, can you drum roll? Can you drum roll for us? Drum roll. Susan. Susan, your name and address is on the other side of this little card. It has a verse on the front that says, delight yourself in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart. That is what this entire journey has been about, to change the desires from our flesh to our heart. Ephesians 4:22 through 24. Take off the old, put on the new. It's being corrupted by its deceitful desires. Desires filled with deceit and empty promises. So that is how the tally system helped me over 1,200 times. Somewhere around 1,210. I'm not sure. But I've stopped counting at 1,200. Susan, you are receiving the 12th and final tally reward. That was a tool in my toolbox that I might pick up again someday. But what an excellent tool it has been for me to flee temptation. 1 Corinthians 10:13, there is no temptation, yet what is common to man. And while this verse is the one that is misconstrued with a misconception that God will not give us more than we can handle, that's not true, and that's not scripture. That's a misinterpretation of 1 Corinthians 10:13. God gives us way more than we can handle, and way more than we can understand. Way more than we can handle, by design, so that we have to turn to Him, stay close to Him, draw near to Him, and He will draw near to you, and then ultimately give Him all the credit and all the glory, because we know not only did we not do it, but we could not do it without Him. He is the vine, we are the branches. We can do nothing without Him. John 15:5. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but nothing without Him. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says that there is no temptation, yet what is common to man, and that God is faithful and He will give us a way out. So that verse is telling us He will not allow us to be tempted beyond what we can bear. The tally system helped me to take my thoughts captive. That is either 1 or 2 Corinthians 10:15. I think it's 1 Corinthians 10:15. To set aside every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and take captive our thoughts and make them obedient to Christ. The tally system helped me do that over 1,200 times. I'm no longer doing that right now. That is a strategy, a tool in my toolbox. We use different tools at different times and different seasons, and that is a tool that has helped me immensely to get where I am now, developing a genuine desire to eat well. I also don't need that tally system right now because I'm taking a picture of every single thing I eat. So when I have a thought about something that God probably doesn't want me eating, or I could say He doesn't want me eating, instead of tallying my way out, I can think to myself, I don't want to take a picture of that. So me taking a picture of everything, if you want to, take a picture of everything you eat and show someone else. If not, post it on social media for the accountability. I'm telling you, it's powerful because there is some responsibility there. Proverbs 18:1 says that man isolates himself and then no longer listens to sound judgment. People dealing with addictions, thorns in our flesh having had, this is all earthly fleshly stuff, right? These earthly bodies we're in, these temporary earthly bodies, dopamine down regulating, neural pathways laid. If that kind of stuff has been happening with any type of substance or behavior, we have no business being alone with it, because Proverbs 18:1, man isolates himself and then no longer pays attention or listens to sound judgment. So let me recommend, if you want, don't be alone with your decisions with regards to anything that you have gotten tangled up with before. Get untangled, be free from it. My final tally reward is going to Susan. Maybe I'll do tallies again in the future. I don't know. But for right now, it is one thing that God is allowing me to take off my mental plate, and I'm so grateful because this is what my yard looks like. I am in a season of home improvement, and I'm grateful for it. Here's my home. We have added bedrooms and bathrooms. No, we have framed in. That is the front yard looks like a tornado hit our house, and it did not. A tornado did not hit our house. Looks like Pearl has been digging, maybe finding moles. Here's our home. Lots going on, scaffolding, stuff. Look at, oh, there's just so much going on. There's stuff everywhere. And when I say we've added bedrooms and bathrooms, not exactly. We've framed it in, but the electrician can't come until till the windows get here, so that the contractor can figure out where he's going to have attic space, and then the heating and cooling guy can't come and do his thing until that. The windows are 6 weeks backed up. I've got a bathtub in my backyard, 2 brand new toilets and boxes over there that have been rained on and snowed on, and 1 toilet that the box fell apart. There's a toilet that's eventually going to go in one of my kids' bedrooms in that little shed there. I don't know. There's a lot. What? There's a lot going on around here. So, without further ado, let me make my other announcement. I will not be making any more printables, and this is for a couple different reasons, but primarily because, like I said, God is relieving me of a few things that require precious resources: time, energy, mental capacity. I'm grateful to not be keeping up with tallies anymore, even though I highly recommend that system, and it's below all of the Woe Is She videos if you're curious about how to use the tally system. But I won't be making the printables anymore. For one thing, because I don't use them. I am focusing on some daily disciplines that include getting things in order around my home, my Emily's Rules, and B, Bible in bed before breakfast. I'm no longer checking off that I had some version of some perfect day following some program. I totally would encourage and do encourage anyone to follow Christ. And if he's leading you to follow a certain program, by all means, go for it. And in some form or fashion, check that off. Check marks certainly release dopamine, and it's exciting and fun. And I recommend check marks. I'm not using a check mark system right now for my eating. I'm using this photo food diary. So the poster making is a creative process that requires time and energy and a trip to a nearby town to scan it in, and then come up with a link, and then post the video. And God's relieving me of that duty. I sincerely hope you understand. I love you all dearly, and like I said, we have traveled and traveled and traveled together to get here, and I'll speak for myself. I'm learning how to fuel my body, and it's been 25 years in the making of following a plethora of different programs, including the most recent one that I followed. I've learned so much from each one, and I've let go of them all. And I've taken what I've learned from each one, and I am doing my best to follow God and allow him to lead me and guide me and show me the way. I love you dearly. Let's keep in touch. I will continue putting out the Woe Is She videos for as long as God tells me to, and I will put on this work coat and some work gloves and get to work around here. I love you. Let's talk again soon. Bye.